Hey there guys, today we're going to be doing another Zero to Hero run, this time as Barbarian. Going to be going into Highroller. This time I am going to allow myself to trade, but I do think right now Barbarian is doing pretty well in the meta, at least in solo Goblin Caves. Some of the weapon damage nerfs and added physical damage nerfs are quite good for Barbarian, I feel like. Especially with, they just recently updated some of the weapon attack animations and attack patterns, so just want to try those out a bit. So yeah, for the perk setup, we're going to be running Berserker, Robust, Savage, and Crush. We'll take Savage off if we find any decent chest armor, but for now, in base kit Barbarian, Savage is a pretty fine choice. The skills we're going to be going for are Rage and Warcry. If you're a new player, Barbarian is a little bit rough with PvE sometimes, so you can actually take Savage Roar as it fears PvE, which makes, you know, the ranged mobs, Goblin Archers, Goblin Bowler Slingers, sometimes Goblin Mages, but Goblin Mages are probably the easiest range one to deal with. Easier to take on. There is also currently a bit of an unintended interaction with Blood Exchange and Achilles Strike. I'll leave a link in the description for a video that showcases this interaction. I think it's definitely not intended, so I'm not going to be using it because it feels a bit like abusing a bug, but hey. Aside from that, if you feel like you're fighting against a lot of wizards and clerics and warlocks, you can take Iron Will. But I feel like Iron Will only really was necessary against... Well, it wasn't even that necessary, but it was nice against wizards. And now with how weak I think solo wizards actually are, you have to be very, very good to actually put it off. So I feel like Iron Will is not really necessary anymore. I'd probably swap out Berserker for Iron Will, though, if I did want it. Of course, going to be going in with our base kit. We are actually playing as an elf, as... 30 strength is when it starts to get to the diminishing returns point for strength. So having that one extra agility for one loss of strength, I think is a pretty good trade-off. Alright. So we're in here. I really hate this spawn in this Goblin Caves. It feels like there's... I guess it's because I go about it the wrong way. Dropping down in there's quite a lot of mobs, but there's a lot of loot down there, so that's probably what I should do. Normally, I just try and leave this place immediately, because I really dislike this area. But, anyway, as I was saying in the intro, I think Barbarian is one of the strongest PvP classes in its base kit. It is like a stat check monster. Like, for example, if I use both our abilities right now, we're at 214 health. This is pure base kit. We do have full perks, but... you know, it doesn't really take that long to get level 15. Why, with a rage buff up, we actually... I think we had a rage buff up still. Either way, I'm surprised we one-shot that. But the thing is, I think the default battle axe is one of the worst weapons for Barbarian. As soon as you get... there's quite a few good options. The felling axe is pretty good. Viking sword's pretty good. Quarterstaff's pretty good. Warmaul did just get nerfed in the most recent patch, but overall I think it's still pretty okay. The only thing is you have to be cautious about using it, because if you're using it in a narrow hallway, you're just going to be smacking off the walls over and over, and you're just not really going to get any hits in. So yeah, our number one priority is probably a better weapon. It doesn't even have to be a high tier weapon particularly, it just needs to be a more usable, like, base type. Armor's pretty terrible, I don't think we'll bother keeping that. So, yeah, there are quite a few good weapons, I feel like, for the Barbarian. Just, I really dislike the battle axe. So using this... using both of our buffs to increase our maximum health basically gives us, like, damage reduction, as we'll be at a higher percentage of health after we've been hit by, you know, whatever damage we're going to take. And it looks like it also might interact in a way that it increases the amount of, like, rested health you can get. Or, like, recoverable health. So that's quite interesting how that works. So I suppose whenever you think you might get hit in PvE, just use them both. Of course, it does also give you a damage buff from the, oh, wow. With the rage on, we actually two-hit that guy in the head. I'm quite surprised by that. Yeah, so this is the place that I don't normally go, but in this spawn, it does have quite a bit of loot, you know. There's like a few pretty big chests down here. The only thing is, there are a lot of skeletons that actually like turn into enemies when you walk near them down here, and a lot of traps. So this is probably best to come down early in the match, so before you're being pressured by the zone. Let's take Lightfoot. I like the extra movement speed, as opposed to the slight bit of armor. Now, we do have really high health, but we do have quite low PDR, so if we could stack up some armor, you can really become incredibly tanky on the Barbarian. This loot seems quite underwhelming at the moment. Haven't really found anything nice at all yet, to be honest. Yeah, some of these skeletons that I was talking about. Ooh, I thought he was going to hit me there. Right. Falchion. So, ideally, I think you want 2 weapons as a Barbarian. You want a Viking sword for chasing down fast people who are running, and also a big heavy hitter for the people who are going to stand there and fight you. So other barbarians, fighters, things like that. So that could be, you know, some kind of two-hander plus the Viking sword, I feel like, is the ideal loadout for the Barbarian. Oh, you know what? That's actually decent. It's not amazing, but we'll take it. That might sell well to a Slayer fighter, as that's the only actual helmet you can wear as a Slayer fighter. An elite spearman as well. Probably going to get hit by this guy. Yeah. Can't actually see it. I'm really surprised he's not dead from that. So, we have took quite a lot of damage. We could rest quite a lot of this back. You know what? That's actually not too bad. That might sell. Make sure you're utilizing your crush, as your interaction speeds are generally pretty damn low as Barbarian, so using that to speed things up whenever you can is generally pretty good. Makes you more time efficient. Axeman, gotta be careful of that guy. Now, we do have the next zone, so we don't really have to... We're not too desperate to leave. I really thought that would die from that hit, but luckily it didn't hit us anyway. So as you can see, utilizing the rage and health increase from the Warcry is allowing us to actually recover basically our entire health bar, but we don't want to be resting. You lose so much, like, you know, tempo from resting as, or in Goblin Caves. I generally don't like it. But it does allow us to recover it from bandages if we find it. God, these skeleton corpses today have just been, or in this match, have just been so bad. But yeah, I'm definitely not the most experienced Barb, so I still take quite a lot of unnecessary damage from PvE, but at the end of the day, sometimes you're just going to get hit, and it's just something you've got to deal with. Let's quickly destroy this chest, and we're probably going to have to run outside the zone to get out of here. We'll take the lantern, everything else can just stay. Right. So I'm not too aware of actually where how you get out of this bit. I think it's... Yeah, I think it is on the side that's outside of the zone, unfortunately, which means we're probably going to take quite a lot of zone damage getting our way out of here. We'll have to do the jump. Alright. The lever's here. It pulls down this ramp. And then you make your way out of here. So yeah, unfortunately we're probably going to be too low to actually... let's go the other way. Let's use this. Hopefully... Oh, okay. Hopefully this will make it so we take a bit less damage. We're not going to be as low. But still, we're pretty low. We're probably too low to really engage in any PvP. But... I wanted to grab those 2 little chests there, but I don't think we're going to be able to. Now, seeing as this stuff's still alive, it makes me think that the centipede is... Yeah, the centipede's still up as well. Well, we can take out the centipede. It probably is going to take us quite a while, but as long as we play it smart, it should be pretty easy to... I really... This is so dark here. Someone been here and turned off the lights? Like, what's going on? I hear someone moving around. There's someone in that dark tunnel down there. Oh, I walked through the poison as well. This is not good. I actually have no idea how many hits this thing I think I'm just dead now. Okay, we're actually slightly not dead. But we're almost certainly dead. I really have no idea where he's running. He could... I guess he's really scared for some reason. He must assume... Well, of course he doesn't know how low we are. If he knew how low we are, he would not be running. But really got to be careful of this PvE. One hit and we're dead. Well, probably not one hit from this tiny little thing. But now we've got a... I don't know if we have enough health to actually tank the zone to take that blue portal. Which leaves us in a bit of an awkward position here. Okay, there's that one there. So let's open this up, because our magical interaction speed is so low, it's going to take ages to open up. Honestly, someone actually died to the zone. Probably an archer. Ooh, a Zweihander. Zweihander's pretty horrible, honestly. I don't really like the Zweihander at all, but it is a blue weapon, so... Got blue lantern as well. Let's grab just whatever we can. We can sell it to the vendor. Alright, let's get out of here. 63 gold in raw gold and from the trinkets we found. Now this blue lantern we found is actually pretty good. Pretty good for a barbarian at least. That would increase our health by quite a lot. Just sold these random other pieces to the weaponsmith. Another 31 gold. Now I thought we'd maybe be able to get 50 gold for this shadow hood, but it looks like we're actually not even going to be able to get that. So we're just going to vendor it for 8 gold. So this leaves us with 102 gold to buy whatever we want. As I said, we are going to be allowed to trade in this run. So we'll take a look and see what we can get. Well, I just sat in trade for quite a while and I actually couldn't find any Viking sword. I just wanted a green Viking sword for 50 gold. Couldn't actually find any. So what we're actually going to do is just buy a grey one. It's not ideal. I wanted to get one okay green one for about 50 gold. I suppose this one's... It's only 2 extra damage for 50 gold, so that doesn't seem worth it. But I don't want to sit here and trade for ages. So aside from that, we're going to get 3 health potions, 3 bandages, and some Franciscas or Francescas or whatever the hell however you pronounce it, I have no idea. That leaves us with 9 gold left over. So we'll buy 1 more potion of healing and stash the other 3 gold. Right, so we have our Zweihander and our white Viking sword. Now, the Zweihander is definitely not the weapon that I would like to use or like to have as a two-handed weapon, because I think it is pretty terrible, to be honest. I think it's one of the worst. I'd much prefer a felling axe, a quarterstaff. Hell, even like a double axe or something would probably be preferred, personally. But we'll try and make do. I think, honestly, I'm just going to shut this door. I was going to say, hopefully that it doesn't break it. It's got the same problem as the war maul, really. Like, the way it swings. Right in the face, yep. Got, like, look. You just can't hit it. Come on. Come on. It's a problem. As soon as you get impatient... Oh my god, I can't believe that didn't hit. I think someone's aggroed those. Yeah, I hear a barbarian somewhere. Where is that? It's to the right somewhere. We're gonna have to med up though before we fight that guy. This audio is confusing the hell out of me. Below me? Yeah, below me, alright. Okay, well, there's Zweihander bloody hurt there. Guy seemed like a pretty low-geared barbarian, but hitting him in the head with his Zweihander, it bloody hurt. Right. Honestly, I can't believe we two-shot that guy. That is kind of crazy. This guy probably didn't even have any upgrades for us. Someone's fighting the troll. Actually, I might go check out. See if we can ruin that guy's day a bit. Although, they can just run away, and it's pretty hard for us to catch them with this setup. Let's pop one more health potion. I'm actually going the wrong way to the troll. Still not aware of some of these newest Goblin Caves layouts. But oh right, this is the layout where the troll room. This is the troll room. You just go down here. What? God, I hate this weapon. There we go. Right, let's open the door, see what's going on in here. It's a bard from the others. Wait, is that a bard? Yeah, it is a bard. Right, he aggroed to me? Really? Just me poking in the door? Let's kill this thing. I can't even kill that thing. Right, fine. Let's go and see. Well, that guy is a bit angry. Yeah, I won't lie. It is a bit scummy, but hey. So what? Nah, he's just base kit. Nah, whatever. Poor guy. But you know, if you can just do troll with no risk, then it's just free loot, right? I suppose it's not free loot. It is. It's probably one of the harder mobs in the game to kill, but I feel a bit bad for that guy, especially he sounded quite sad. Oh well. Let's try and find a few more players. I don't really want to be... I mean, come on, Ikea's not exactly the best. We have a few blues, but Ikea's quite subpar. But it's probably better than the average Goblin Cave player's gear. But this is going to be our last run of Loadout, and then we're going to head into Highroller, see what we can do. I thought, honestly, our gear was very underwhelming, but after hitting that Barbarian, I mean, maybe he was already low, but I did hit him with a headshot, so I feel like that should have hurt quite a lot with the Zweihander. Hunting trap, plate boots. I guess let's take them, see... Physical damage bonus? That might sell. Oh. Ooh, one-shot that guy. That's crazy. Maybe the Zweihander actually does pretty solid damage. I mean, you'd hope so, with how horrible its attack pattern is, and how bloody... Okay, that's another goblin. How horrible its attack pattern is, and just how awkward it is to use and slow. Like, can I even... I think this is... Gonna destroy it, yeah. Northern Full Tunic... let's take a look... probably won't sell. Again, it just slows you down by too much, so I don't think we're going to be able to use that. Oh. Nice. Good hit. You know, this has given me a newfound appreciation for the Zweihander. It's actually not as terrible as I thought it was. Although that right-click seems a bit difficult to use. My main gripe with Barbarian is... I just don't like how slow it interacts with things, but... With Crush, it makes it a lot more bearable, just being able to destroy chests. Now, as I said, of course, it is a lot louder, you are a lot more obvious. Oh, I didn't know the third hit this Zweihander is actually a poke, like the longsword's first one. Hatchet, I can't believe they didn't buff the hatchet more. Like, the hatchet seems like one of the worst weapons in the game. Like, it wouldn't be too bad if you could use it in the primary hand, but I feel like it would only ever be used as a Slayer fighter, or potentially an axe specialization Barbarian, but being not able to use it in the main hand feels like it just really screws it over. Oh, the ale is actually quite nice. Did not mean to pick these up, although that's okay. Action speed's an alright stat. Again, we still don't really have, like, any gold on us, so I suppose we're just going to keep searching. Is that a player? Or is that just a... Yeah, it's just a health pot. Actually missed quite a few gold items by the look of it. Oh, that's a player there. Okay, so that guy I think was using the, like, unintended interaction where you... warm on, but it's white. What it is every time you move, so every, like, tick of damage you take from moving... Is that another player? I need this guy's surgical kit. Let's pop this. Ah, gotta kill this guy first. Every tick of damage you take from Achilles Strike procs the, like, the healing effect from... Blood Exchange? Yeah, it is a player. Fighter by the sound of it, or Cleric. Let's just use this, and then I'm down to fight after that, absolutely. No, he's got a portal open, so let's just push him out of it. Okay. Well, I suppose we're probably just going to be extracting now. So anyway, yeah, so the counterplay to that is, if you can stand still, you should. As you obviously don't take the damage ticks and you won't get any healing from it, which is what I tried to do there. I did, at first, move without thinking about it. But, you know, giving him one extra tick when I hadn't even hit him yet, so it's actually not that big of a deal. It's just, if you keep repeatedly moving whilst you've actually injured him, he's just going to get all the health back. Alright, come on. Okay, it can probably die to just one. Oh, no. Thought it would die to one Viking sword hit as it walked through the trap, but no. The only thing is, we can't be looting for much longer. We've got to get out of here soon. So yeah, so let's try and look for a portal. I heard one. But where? There. Yeah, honestly, this Zweihander, I'm starting to appreciate it more. Except there. But yeah, that was always the main issue with the... Like, look at how slow this magical interaction speed is. This would be open by now if I was a wizard, but hey. We'll be okay. We'll quickly see if these goblins had anything of interest on them, and make our way out of here. Some more gold. We could... let's just get out of here. Right, so this is what we've got after selling the things. We still have these two that we can try and sell. I think I'll give that a go. See how that goes. Right, these things weren't selling either, so we're just going to vendor those for another 9 gold. We'll put the candy corn away, not going to bother selling that. So this is 187 gold. So let's see if we can get ourselves anything nice with this 187 gold. Okay, so we're buying this sword for 100 gold. I will actually spend 50 from my stash, but that's just to make it easier. He probably won't trade for 50 actual gold. So we'll put in an extra 50 and then 5 for the thing. That's just while I had it on ready to go. Aside from that, I'm really struggling to actually find anything worth buying, so I think what we're going to do is actually just going to stash all this gold and use that as the fee, and quickly sell this Viking sword that we bought. We'll buy a few more bandages, or like one more. We definitely had enough gold for that, and then let us go into Highroller. Okay, so we are in. I didn't see many people in the lobby, but this is a full lobby, and I saw a very geared Barbarian. I didn't actually inspect him, but he was full, you know, full cape. Honestly, the range on that makes it feel like not too terrible. I guess it's not a bad weapon as long as you're not stuck in... Or as long as you don't hit it... Ah, come on, man. He's in the perfect bit where I just can't get to it. God, so much damage for no reason. That really sucks. I'm gonna have to use a lot of our meds on that. That's the issue with the Zweihander, I guess. If I had a felling axe or something there, there'd be no issue. Or a, quarterstaff, or basically just anything except the Zweihander. Anyway, as I was saying, there was a very geared Barbarian. He had, you know, chest, cloak. I assume he was pretty full geared. So our gloves are actually like base, but those are like even worse than base, so... Impressive. Let's make sure we've got a potion ticking. We do have quite a few throwables, which is quite nice. We should be able to poke someone decently. However, if they have something like a crossbow, we are not going to be able to, like, outpoke the crossbow. So we should really be careful if that happens. See what we can grab. Blue wizard hat. Any good? No, not really. Now, of course, blue wizard hats do now come with the 3 magical power by default. Which is quite a nice little bonus. But still, I don't think they're going to sell if you don't have any extra nice stat on them. So, heater shield with armor, that's pretty good. That would be pretty good money. I think what we will actually do is quickly rest some of this health back. We don't need to rest it all back, but we need to make it so our potion will tick us to, like, full HP. Alright. Well, we rested our entire health back. I don't want to go there, actually. I'm not going to destroy that door. I will clear this mob, because if I go through here, and there's another player through here, I don't want to have to run back in here and have to run through mobs. So, buckler, no one really cares about buckler, but heater shield or round shield, that's fine. Oh, it's a nightmare goblin. Come on, little buddy. If you've never seen them, they actually, like, try and block with their shield as they run. Looks pretty goofy. And a white hand skull, of course, from that nightmare goblin and a Highroller. Fantastic loot. I feel like I heard something there to the north, like that direction. God. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm start of getting... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I hear someone like northeast up there. I'm getting to the point where I am appreciating the Zweihander more than I... by far more than I ever used to. Like, I never used to appreciate it at all. I thought it was absolutely terrible. I still don't think it's one of the better weapons, but it's not horrible, you know? Right, let's open this and... it's gonna be kind of rough for us to deal with that, though. If you get hit by those, the spit thing from the like, boss-looking spider things, the, like, mini-boss ones. I don't know if they're mini-bosses, honestly, but they kind of look like they would be, and they stop you from attacking, so it's pretty rough. Come on. It's a player, what is that? It's like a cleric. Come on. Fine, just use the bloody Viking sword. That is unreal that that hit us there. We're gonna surge kit. What is that? Is that a longsword? Looks like a longsword. Now, we did find at least one extra med up here. Thank God for the surgical kit. Like, we would not have enough meds to heal up fully if it wasn't for this. Well, we're probably good with a rest, but again, I don't want to sit down for that long. I also like getting potions of invisibility as Barbarian. They actually let you do some, like, interesting things sometimes. White longsword. Right. Is this guy still here? Or is he running? There's a wizard. There's a light orb there. Look at that. It's actually a fighter. Ow, he hit. Okay. Well, now I wish I actually had the perk that I normally take. I wasn't expecting to see any wizards. Well, we got the fighter's second wind, which is good. We do have zone. Did he just shoot at the wizard? That guy died, why? Take whatever money we can get. It's not really that good. Where's the wizard then? It looked like he was looking in, like, then in that direction? Well, I'm not seeing anything. I did hear a portal open up. Gotta be careful of this elite. Someone's been through here. I'm honestly shocked that that guy lived from my 2 hits. But then he died to his own chain lightning, so... Okay, a bit of panic there. Oh, come on. Right. Well, that's 2 dead players. Unfortunately, this guy killed himself. This guy has pretty good gear, actually, so let's probably drop most of the stuff we had. Most of these things will probably sell for more. Oh no, that's a nightmare goblin. Jesus. What I want to do is get into the zone and then reset the aggro with this potion. Right, okay, we accomplished that. I think he's using the exploit as well, or like the bug, because he's running Achilles Strike, and I don't think people really run Achilles Strike. Ah, that's death. Yeah, that was stupid of me to try that. I was going to try some funky stuff using the invis pot, but let's see, is he using the bug? Yep, of course he is. Yeah, this was the fully geared Barbarian. Well, it was a pretty decent run, right? Could have probably made it out if we played it a little bit better, but this guy was just going to stat check us, and of course, using the exploit, so it is what it is. Hopefully this gets hotfixed fast. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed it hasn't already been hotfixed, but It is what it is. Good try. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, you like to see more like this, I'd appreciate any subscriptions, any likes, any feedback in the comments. Yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.